Good morning children. Today we will do fourth chapter climate. In today's lesson we will learn difference between climate and weather, elements of climate and weather and climatic control. To understand the natural environment of any area, one has to understand the physical features, drainage and the atmospheric condition prevailing over the area. In this chapter, we will learn about this third element, that is the climate, and in particular about India, as our class 9th journey is about India. But before starting the climate of India, we have to understand the basic concept of climate. Atmospheric condition in general are termed as climate. So the first question is, what is atmospheric condition? The atmospheric condition refers to the state of the atmosphere in terms of temperature, wind, clouds and precipitation. Climate and weather are often used synonymously, but actually not. So how they are similar and how they are different? Let us see. Climate is the sum total of the weather conditions and variations over a large area for more than 30 years. Weather is an atmospheric condition over a small area at a particular time. So climate refers to a large area, weather refers to a small area or a particular place. For example, the climate is of northwestern part of India, which is a very northwestern part, includes Haryana, Punjab, all these, no? But weather is of Hisar. The climate remains more or less unchanged year after year, but weather may change at a short interval of time. For example, at present it is cloudy, but after an hour it may be sunny. And the climate of the northwestern part, if I am talking in terms of climate, northwestern part of India is extreme, that is summer is too hot and winter is too cold. Climate is concluded after observing the atmospheric condition for a long years over large area. Because both of these are the state of atmosphere, that's why often used interchangeably. The elements of weather and climate are the same, that is temperature, atmospheric pressure, wind, humidity and precipitation. Let's recapitulate these. You have done it in your previous classes. Temperature. The degree of hotness and coldness of the air is called temperature. It is measured in degrees Celsius. Atmospheric pressure, also called the barometric pressure, is force per unit area exerted by the atmospheric column. Atmospheric column, that is the entire body of air above the specified area. Above means in a vertical. Let me simplify it a little more. The air around you has a weight, or air around us has a weight, and it presses against everything it touches. That pressure is called the atmospheric pressure or air pressure. Air pressure changes due to two factors, height and temperature. The higher and the warmer regions have a lower pressure. As one goes higher, if you will move to the higher altitude, the column of air gets thinner, thus the air pressure drops. In warm region, when the air becomes hot, it becomes light and rises, creating lower pressure. Due to these differences, we have areas of low pressure and areas of high pressure. This difference in pressure makes the air to move. When it moves, the air is called wind. So wind always moves from high pressure area to low pressure areas. Humidity. The amount of water vapors present in the air is called humidity. Precipitation. Falling of the solid or liquid water on the earth is called precipitation. Rain, snow or hail are the main types of precipitation. There are 6 major controls of the climate of any place. They are latitude, altitude, pressure and wind system, distance from the sea, ocean currents, and relief features. Let's do it in detail one by one. Latitude. The imaginary horizontal parallel lines running from east to west over the earth are termed as latitude. The equator, 0 degree, is the middle latitude. As we move to higher degrees, the average temperature decreases. This is because the sun rays fall over more directly over the equator. So the heat is concentrated over a small area. As we move towards the pole, the rays falling over the earth is scattered over a large area. Due to the curvature of the earth. As a result, the air temperature generally decreases from the equator towards the pole. Altitude means height. As one moves to higher elevation, the temperature decreases by 1 degree Celsius. After every 165 meters, this is known as lapse rate. How altitude affect the climate of a place? The places situated at lower elevation are warmer than the places situated at higher elevation. That's why plains are, whenever in a summer we are going to hill station, they are cooler than the plains. Distance from the sea. The places near the sea have a moderate climate. The sea exerts a moderating influence on the climate. As the distance from the sea increases, its moderating influence decreases, and the people experience extreme weather conditions. This condition is known as continentality, that is, very hot during summer and very cold during winters. Relief means terrain or geographical feature of a land surface. Geographical feature means mountain, plateaus, plains, etc. This is usually expressed in terms of elevation, slope, and orientation of terrain features. It also plays a major role in determining the climate of a place. High mountains act as a barriers for cold and hot winds. They may also cause precipitation if they are high enough and lie in the path of a rain-bearing winds. The leeward side of the mountains remains relatively dry. The constant flow of water on the surface of the ocean as a stream in a definite direction is called an ocean current. These currents are swift and narrow with speed ranging from 2 to 10 km per hour. How it is a stream in the ocean? Though both of them are water bodies. Stream, as its temperature is different from the surrounding water, either cold or warm. In this picture, the red color line are warm ocean current and blue color line are cold ocean current. So the ocean currents are of two types, warm current and the cold current. This directional movement of sea water driven by gravity, wind and water density. Ocean currents along with the onshore winds affect the climate of the coastal areas. For example, on coastal area with warm or cold currents flowing past it will be warmed or cooled if the winds are onshore. The pressure and wind system of any area depend on the latitude and altitude of the place. Thus, it influences the temperature and rainfall pattern. We will do it in detail in the next class. Thank you and have a nice day. Stay blessed.